and talk about balancing home and work life. I mean, I certainly can pay attention to the home part because I've got to work on the work part.
Life coach DiGeronimo is here. You're going to earn your dollars here today.
I'm so happy to have a life coach here. It's good to have you on the show. Surprise!
Yes, well, it's always great to have something to talk about.
Yes, that's true. Well, on the topic that we are talking about, balancing home and work life, that is a struggle that I think we all meet at some point in our life, especially as we have more responsibilities. I mean, really, is there the perfect formula?
You know, I think there's the perfect formula for you. However, I think society sets us up in a situation where women are expected to do it all, right? The things that we're expected to do today are we're supposed to get a degree, we're supposed to be a wife, a mother, we're supposed to work in the community, we have to be skinny, we have to drive a nice car, we have to help others. I mean, it's almost, there's just too much to do for women these days. And I think if women, you know, the more they juggle, the more they struggle. So I think women have to make themselves a priority and really start to be selective at what they choose to do every day.
And basically, it's learn as you go. I mean, there might be a formula out there, but not everybody can actually adhere to that formula. I mean, so did you run into a lot of people that just kind of, they learned as they went along?
You know, I think you can learn, but I think it really is you really have to shift. It's a behavioral shift. I started asking women that were further along than me, how did you do this? What was important to you? How did you decide to go through your day? And I really started talking to women that I found successful, and I started taking some of their best practices of how they chose to move through their life. And I have to say it's very selective. I mean, they make very selective choices, and they have to say no a lot.
Okay, well, you put together some tips on balancing home and work life. Start your day by revving your energy, you say.
Right. So, you know, I didn't realize this. I have 2 little kids, and oftentimes I'd get up when they got up because I was so tired. You'll learn this. I was so tired, and I found through listening to other women that if you start your day for you, so if you have to set your clock back about 15 minutes from the time they get up or half an hour just to do something that you like to do, because the life will take over right away from the time you jump out of bed, and if you don't carve that time out for yourself, you're almost on someone's agenda from the beginning.
Okay.
Next one, outsource and barter often.
Oh, I
What's
love
that
this
mean?
one. I love this one. I sit on so many panels and with so many women who say, I've accomplished this and I've done this, and I always ask them that, but what does the team look like behind you? Who's helping you, right? And so I have learned over the years to outsource things I don't need to touch, right? Do I really need to go to the grocery store, or can I get someone else to do that for me? Do I really need to do the Target runs? As much as I love Target. It's an hour out of your day. So how can you barter with your neighbors and your sister-in-laws and your friends to do things they're already doing, and then you supplement it so they can get a manicure or do
Isn't
something.
that what the husband's for?
Oh, I love my husband. He does a lot too. But sometimes you just need more than him, right?
Yes.
You need a team of people to help.
Yes, we do. We do need a village sometimes. The third is to select the right people. What do you mean by that? The people who you surround yourself with?
Yeah, you know, most of us pick up people along the way. They're friends from a long time ago, their family, their neighbors, and it's really important that you're selectively focused who you spend your time with, because there's a lot of women I talk to that have 1 or 2 people in their lives that they talk to on the phone that just drains them. You know, all of us can almost think of someone who drains us, right? But we're friends with them because we've been friends forever. Some of those people you need to start sort of moving more towards the positive impacts in your life, people that are going to help elevate you to the next level.
And you had already touched on this one, use no.
Oh, I love that word.
It's hard to learn to say it, though. At what point do you think it kicks in when we can say no and mean it?
Right. You know, I think women, when they take on more responsibility, they have children, they just give and give and give. And you really have to make a conscious effort to say, you know, me first, right? I have to be able to control my situation, control my choices, because without that, it's very difficult to move forward. And if you want to accomplish a lot in life, you have to use no's. You've got to focus on a few things to do more things.
Okay. Well, the book. Any other tips?
Oh, I got a lot for you.
When one big chapter is closing and another one's about to open.
Oh, it's great. You know, you've had to make a really tough choice. It probably took you a really long time, but you know you need to stop what you're doing to excel forward, and it's really important. You need to pick and choose at different times in your life, and it takes a lot of courage to do that.
And not to get real deep, I mean, truly everything happens for a reason.
It does.
And it might not make sense now, but a month down the road, 6 months down the road, it's going to make complete sense. It really will.
It is. And you know inside it's the right thing. Otherwise, you know, you really know. And I think if you follow your own voice.
Yes. it leads to good things.
That's for sure. So congratulations and
Thank
good luck.
you.
I'll follow you.
Thank you. Okay, Andrea Vecchio on Twitter, but I'll look up what you have going on Purposeful
Still plugging.
Woman. Hey, I've only got about 45 minutes left to do it. Purposefulwoman.com for more information. Thanks,
Thank you so
JJ.
much.